He leaned in to catch me with another hug. He smelled of Jean-Paul Gaultier cologne. I loved that fragrance. I bought it often enough for James. As I inhaled him, I heard the sound of him breathing in the scent of my hair, followed by the pulse of his penis pulse. This hug was a game changer. How could he know that I needed that hug? How could he be here, right now, at this exact moment? How was it that this man had all the perfect timing in the world? I could tell we'd held each other a little too long because we were startled when the woman from the counter interrupted us. "Excuse me, Mrs. Taylor?" We jumped and separated. "You took your ticket but left your ID." "Thank you. You're too kind." I smiled like I'd been caught with my hand in the cookie jar. This must be Mr. Taylor, the lucky man with the impeccable taste in jewelry and luggage. Raymond and I looked at the nosy attendant, then back at each other and laughed. "Yes," he looked at me. "Yes, I must be Mr. Taylor, the man with the impeccable taste in jewelry and luggage." He laughed harder as he reached for the handle of my carry-on bag and took my hand. We turned and walked toward the security check, glancing and giggling at each other. I had 2 full hours to fill before my flight departed, and I knew Tina wouldn't arrive until the absolute last minute. Even then, she'd probably need the captain to hold the plane. We walked slow, stopped for a scone, and chit-chatted about the weather, business, his latest girlfriend, and my marriage. Ray hung on my every word, and I on his. See, things with Raymond were always relaxed and simple. We'd met during a business meeting a few years back. He consulted on a construction project for a client we shared. I complimented him on the use of brownstone and Victorian architecture in his recommendations. We instantly connected on an intellectual level, and it didn't hurt that we were attractive individuals. "So, enlighten me about your husband," he eagerly asked. "It was simple. Now it's not," I answered shamefully. "So you like simple?" "Don't you?" I came back. Yes, I do," he said emphatically. "How do you stay so simple?" I inquired. "Easy. I just keep it simple." We burst into laughter, and he continued with an explanation. "Simple to me is going with what feels right and enjoying the moment. For example, it would be simple for me to take you into that family bathroom and lick your inner thighs until I land on the little almond in the center and tickle it with my tongue until you beg me to stop. That would be simple. Plus, I'd enjoy every minute." I swallowed my orange juice hard and tried not to choke as I stared him in the eyes. Every ounce of me believed he could feel my wetness from across the table. He confirmed it when he placed his large hands on my thigh and started to rub. "You would die if I said yes," I said, in an attempt to level the playing field. "You will never know until you say it." He locked his eyes with mine and challenged me. Yes, I didn't care, or at least I didn't want to. I stood, grabbed my bag, and walked across the lounge area to the family bathroom without looking back. I blocked out all traces of JJ and decided I wasn't going to allow personal points for good behavior. Why? All the faithful years didn't matter anyway. They meant nothing to him, so they shouldn't mean anything to me. I heard the door close and lock behind me. Raymond dropped his bag and placed his hands around my face, forcing his tongue into my mouth. I dropped my bag, too. We shared an equally deep and passionate kiss. He pulled down my pants and underwear in one move and placed me on the counter. This was dirty, and I loved it. It was not what a good girl, or wife for that matter, would or even should do. It was all wrong, and I wanted it.